The Terror YouTube channel.
Okay, I can do this. Ryan, why have you done this to me, Ryan? Ryan!
Take the wheel as me, Ryan, and all my friends.
Oh God. I'm not ready. How much is it? No. Oh no! So I guess this is what I'm spending my YouTube ad revenue on. Well, I might as well do an introduction. Ryan's Toy Review, also known as the #1 highest paid YouTuber, is a YouTuber that opens toys. Kinda self-explanatory. The channel name was actually changed from Ryan's Toy Review to Ryan's World, which is most likely because he owns the world. Despite the name change, his content is still the same.
Shh, Ryan is sleeping, kids. Ryan is sleeping. Let's go wake him up. Ryan.
What?
Ryan, I have a surprise for you.
What?
Look over here.
Whoa!
What do you see?
It's a bomb! On July 8th, 2019, the official PlayStation account released a trailer for a game called Race with Ryan, which is based off of the Ryan's World characters. From what we could tell in the trailer, this game's obviously a Mario Kart ripoff, but how much of the game is a Mario Kart ripoff? Well, today, we're gonna find out. I'm going to be playing Race with Ryan. Oh boy, okay. Let's play Race with Ryan. Woo! Yeah! Race with Ryan! Best game!
Welcome to Race with Ryan!
Ryan, shut the fuck up!
Race with
The UI in Race with Ryan is simple, but alright. There's really not that many options due to the lack of game modes. Whereas in Mario Kart there's a versus mode, time trials, etc., in Race with Ryan there's just single player and multiplayer. If you listen at all, you could hear Ryan never shutting the fuck up. Despite being simplistic, the UI in Race with Ryan is pretty clean, anyone can navigate it. The menus are also really colorful, although the use of emojis is kind of #cringe if I do say so myself.
Hard for the Race with Ryan experts.
Oh my god! I'm a Race with Ryan expert! I'm gonna kick your ass, Ryan!
No victory this time.
No! I failed Ryan! This is so sad! There are 4 game modes in Race with Ryan. Game modes in quotations, because it's basically the same thing every time but with a slight difference. Fast race is just one race. Career is just a bunch of races in a row. Random race is fast race, but it gives you a character and map to play on. And Learn to Play is the worst tutorial I've ever seen in a video game. Does the game really have to pause for every single little instruction?
Let's find out how to accelerate and speed.
Stop talking to me, Ryan! At long last, we're finally talking about the game. Race with Ryan is your standard kart racer, so the controls are fine. However, just by playing you could tell the budget was fairly low. The way the cart handles just doesn't feel right. With that given, for a Mario Kart ripoff, this is actually alright. The question mark boxes are replaced with Kinder Surprise eggs, which at least somewhat fits for Ryan's YouTube channel. The thing that separates it the most from Mario Kart, in my opinion, is that there's a cardboard cutout of Ryan that says such meaningful lines like,
Whoa! Oh yeah! Oh no! Awesome! Awesome! Yeah! Awesome! 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 Yeah! Whoa!
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Ironically enough, Ryan himself is the most annoying part of Race with Ryan. Besides that, this is just a run-of-the-mill kart racer. Race with Ryan contains a grand total of 6 maps, 12 if you count the reverse tracks. So the first map is...
Ryan's Playroom!
I was gonna say that. Believe it or not, but I think this map actually has a pretty interesting idea. Racing inside a house is just kinda cool to me. Layout-wise, it's also pretty interesting. There are 2 main paths to take, on top of this slide thing and on the ground, both of which take about the same amount of time. While the slide takes longer to get started, it's a shorter distance. The ground takes longer because there's more twists and turns. Overall, Ryan's Playroom is actually a pretty good map, and definitely a great way to start the game. The next map is... Ryan, please stop interrupting me.
I just simultaneously whipped and made.
Fantasy Park also has the 2-lane mechanic going on, so I'm starting to think it's more than just a 1-map gimmick. However, this time it's done significantly worse. When Ryan's Toy Room makes you stay in the same spot for a little bit, Fantasy Park does something different. One has twists and turns like in Ryan's Toy Room, and the other line is a straight line but with a bunch of bumps, as well as twists and turns, making it slower. Overall, Fantasy Park's a fine stage, it's just not as good as Ryan's Room.
When you do vehicular manslaughter.
The next map is...
Spooky Land!
Ryan, for the love of God, I will kick your ass. Spooky Land is your run-of-the-mill haunted house map. Just think Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS, but worse in every way. Layout-wise, this map is at least somewhat different. Whereas the other 2 have 2 main paths, this one has a lot more, but a lot smaller different paths. There are ghosts later in the level, but they don't really do much. Overall, this level's fine. The theme is a tad generic, but its layout is pretty good. The next map is Wild West. This is yet another generic theme, and it reminds me of Wario's Gold Mine. The layout is finally normal for once. I'm glad to see a map that isn't just 2 lanes. Besides that, there's really not much else to say. I mean, there's a water part later in the level. The last map is Treasure Island.
Are you ready to drive faster than everyone?
No. Despite the generic theme, I actually really like this track. It's no Cheat Cheat Beach, but it's at least somewhat competently put together. This is actually the only track in the game that has no split-off from the main path, which is definitely a good thing, because there's no way I'm playing through another Fantasy Park. The map design itself is fine. There are some stage hazards later on, like in every other map, but they can be avoided with little to no effort. Man, this game wait, how much money does Ryan make? I'll be right back. Hey guys! It's Terror's Toys Reviews! And today we're gonna look at the Ryan's World egg! Now Ryan's World is my favorite YouTuber, so I have some really high hopes. Before we see what's inside, let's see what we could get. That way when we're inevitably disappointed, we can complain about it. So we got Ryan, the sun, a pizza, a magical star, and a van that kidnaps children! Now let's open the egg! Oh wow! It's the van that kidnaps children! Now let's play with our toy! Vroom vroom! Yeah! Okay kids, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more great content! I'll see you in another video. Goodbye. Oh boy, can't wait to post this video and make big bucks. What the? No. No! No! Where was I? Oh yeah, Ryan Race Game. If I had to put the maps at a tier list, it would look like this. And here's what the tier list looks like next to any Mario Kart track. For real though, for $33, that's genuinely terrible. Wait, there's one specific section that I haven't talked about yet. Race with Ryan has plenty original items that were not stolen from Mario Kart. There are 3 burgers that act like the 3 red shells from Mario Kart, but worse because you can't actually throw them. There's glue, which could temporarily slow down enemies behind you. There are fake eggs, which is the same as the fake question mark blocks. There's a soccer ball, which you throw behind you. There are 3 fake eggs, which is obviously a really creative idea. There's this toxic waste that you put on the ground and people walk into. Wait a second. There's this shield that is basically like the burgers, but with no offensive capabilities. There's this thing, and I'm pretty sure that's just a bullet bill from Mario Kart, but worse. There are paper airplanes that are literally just the red shells from Mario Kart. There are tennis balls that you throw in front of you. And, oh, that's it. Power Peck is the best character. Race with Ryan contains a large cast of characters going from Pilot Ryan to Astronaut Ryan to Choo Choo Gus. But Power Peck's the best, and I'm not just saying that because he sorta reminds you of JonTron from A Hat in Time.
Oh, hey, little chirper. They're recording right now, so no one's allowed in. What?
Okay, now I actually want to try out my man Choo Choo Gus. Well, that's never gonna get annoying. So let's think. What did we learn today? Well, don't buy Race with Ryan, that's for one. The game itself is just a Mario Kart ripoff, and it's really overpriced for what the game gives you. When it comes to Race with Ryan, what you see is what you get. The game isn't even entertaining in a so bad it's good kind of way. It's a perfectly subpar Mario ripoff, that's really it. I genuinely don't think I've ever been disappointed this much in my entire life. Curse you, Ryan! However, if you enjoyed this video, it won't hurt to subscribe. If you don't like getting notifications, just turn off the notification bell. I also want to thank my subscribers for getting me to 10,000 subs. That means a lot, really. So here's a clip of me buying the Ryan toy for that one joke. Okay, so we are heading to the Walmart to pick up a Ryan's World Kinder Egg thing for like a 2-minute joke. Is it gonna be worth it? Probably not. Oh, here they are. Frick you, Ryan. Okay, how much money am I wasting on Ryan?
For items without $5.97.
Well, I want to die.
Welcome to Can You Gift It? The Google shopping game show where the deals are endless and everyone wins.
I am shopping for my biggest hater, my grandma.
I'm shopping for the fam.
I'd like to shop for you. Am I allowed to do that?
Yes, you are. The goal is to score as many deals as possible to mark them off your gift list.
Turntable. Cowboy boots.
Whoa!
I'm trying to play like 4D chess with Google.
Okay, so I'm sure some people watching are gonna say something along the lines of, but to Threer, you already talked about Super Spy Ryan at the end of the last Ryan game review. Didn't you say there wasn't enough content in the game to justify it getting its own review? What changed? Well, I was actually waiting for another big Ryan game to release. I'm still waiting for another big Ryan game to release. But man, it's been so long since I last talked about one of these games. So today, I'm taking a look at Super Spy Ryan anyways, to see if this Ryan mobile game can possibly be any better than the ones made for other platforms. And there may actually be a lot more here than I initially thought. But to start things off, what is Super Spy Ryan? Super Spy Ryan is yet another addition to the Ryan's World empire. The game was released in April of 2022 and was developed by Sunlight Entertainment and Amazon Mobile. And that's because the game Super Spy Ryan was actually based on a 30-minute Amazon special of the same name. Now, something interesting to note is that the Amazon short aired in late 2020, with the mobile game following nearly 2 years later. Its late release seems pretty odd to say the least. Maybe it was made as a way to advertise the short and give it a second wind? I'm really not sure. They even came out with a ton of official Ryan's World toys based off the short, like surprise eggs, play sets, fake Legos, and even a
Gobsmack's RWG-03B Ryan's World Big Mouth Carry Case
multi. It's so strange to see that so much stuff came out of this branch of the Ryan's World brand. The whole franchise really encompasses every type of popular thing you could imagine. Hey kid, you like Mario Kart? Well, now you can race with Ryan! Do you like superpowers? Here's Red Titan. Want spies? Hey look, it's Super Spy Ryan, my hero. At this point, you never have to look for anything new because why would you want to watch this? We have some Ryan videos here. Go watch that! Why is a grown man grunting and making weird noises instead of just getting Ryan? Was he just not there that day to record some lines? Ooh, look, Ryan has an Instagram.
We escaped. One of our favorite thing to do together is trying out different escape rooms.
My son loved Ryan's World, and usually I'm okay with him watching it. But after the video of Ryan mocking his parents, my son has stopped mocking me. Including when he's in the process of getting in trouble or getting a spanking. He thinks it's a joke because of the video, but it's not. And it's hindering my parenting. Please be more aware of the videos you create. Usually I'm not the type of Karen. I'm actually the most relaxed parent, but it's gone in the way of punishment and this isn't okay.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna play the game now. The first thing you see upon opening the game is the user's agreement asking if you want to join Jeff Bezos in entering Combo Panda's free gift card giveaway. Hey Combo crew, Combo Panda is back! And to join the giveaway, all you have to do is give me your address, favorite candy bar, and favorite brand of white van. Then we get to take a look at this surprisingly well-animated opening cutscene. A cutscene that looks way better than any of the ones in Ryan's Rescue Squad. This is actually because the animation here was taken directly from the Amazon special. I mean, might as well since the animation was already done. Now we get to make our way to the tutorial. In this game, you play as Ryan. I don't wanna be Ryan. Well, luckily, you don't have to. There are actually another 6 characters you could choose from, with 5 of which being easily unlockable at the beginning of the game. I'm just gonna use Ryan for now.
Awesome!
They literally stole this sound effect from Race with Ryan itself, a game that came out in 2019. That's nearly 4 years ago now. Don't you think his voice might have gotten a little different?
Hey guys!
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, whatever. Let's just get into the game. Generally, the gameplay seems to be a combination of 2 games I'm already familiar with. Brawl Stars in its general gameplay loop, and Piggy Hunt in terms of its presentation. Yep, never thought I'd be bringing up this game again. The 3 versus 3 battles, elements of the combat, and the little starting animation is what gives me the Brawl Stars vibes. But the actual visual style and opening of the toy vaults remind me heavily of the item searching from Piggy Hunt. The goal of the gameplay seems to be pretty original though. You have 3 minutes for your team to collect 50 toys. And if you can hold that lead for more than 10 seconds, your team wins. There's also a free-for-all game mode where you compete against 3 other players to get 40 toys on your own. There's quite a number of ways to get the toys. You could find them scattered on the ground, you can hit other players and collect the toys they drop, and you can collect them from these vaults and or spaceships depending on what map you happen to be playing on. Then there's the fastest but most difficult method. Around the maps, there are these robot guys patrolling the area. The robots are susceptible to everything a player is, so you can dash away from them or use your attacking ability to stun them. But if they catch you, every single toy you've collected over the course of the match ends up on the ground for anyone to pick up. You then respawn back on your side, forcing you to run towards your toys, hoping that no one on the opposite team happened to be in the area. These are known as toy drops, and it isn't uncommon for at least one of these to happen per game. But the robots aren't the only way to cause a toy drop, as every once in a while, my man Pack Rat himself appears. Remember when he tortured our friends? Good times. Every couple seconds he creates this purple void around him, and those purple voids automatically make anyone in them drop their full inventory. Even if you're just using the vaults to collect toys though, it's still really easy to get a ton of toys very quickly. But it's equally as easy to lose everything to a robot if you're not careful. While there are 2 game modes available, you can only play 1 map on each game mode at any given time, but they do seem to switch out quite often. Yet there's no way to select them, strangely enough. There's also a local multiplayer option, but kids aren't allowed to play it. It's for parents only. To prove that you're an adult, you have to answer some really basic multiplication, the same type of math that the preschoolers playing this game are probably learning about right now. So I'm not sure who exactly you think you're fooling, game. For pretty much my entire experience, the game was incredibly easy. For the longest time, I was genuinely not sure if I was playing against bots or literal children. On one hand, it usually looks believable that you're playing with humans, but sometimes the players act like they're straight up running on an algorithm. With the computer-generated names, you can't even use people's usernames as a reference point. But after testing it out myself, I've come to the conclusion that the players you fight against are in fact real people, as the game prevents you from playing when you can't connect to the servers. So all the bot level gameplay is actually coming from the average Ryan's World fan. It doesn't help that the team balancing is practically non-existent. Sometimes I even held 100% of the toys for my entire team. I'm still really not sure if there's any sort of skill-based matchmaking, as I was able to play against decent players every once in a while. There are some other serious fundamental flaws that can make or break the game, depending on whether or not you have fun with these mechanics. The way you make all in-game progress depends on how much of a contribution you made to your victory. If you collect all the toys, you get all the rewards. But it doesn't matter how many you collected over the course of the game, it only checks how many you have at the end of things. And because of how this system works, you can actively sabotage people by attacking them at the very end, taking away points from your opponents after you've already won. Not to mention